Hiya guys. So my name's Katie and I'm currently just finishing up my degree programme studying English Lit at the University of Reading. For the past 8 weeks, I've been doing a blog series about some of my favourite books and some of my favourite modules. So I just thought I'd come at you with something slightly different this week and do a kind of overview and a recap and a conclusion to that series. I have every single book here that we have looked at, and you might be able to tell that they are either covered in sticky notes or their spine is completely broken. So the first word of advice I would give you is buy loads of sticky notes. It's a great way to keep your place. It's a great way to kind of identify which passages were important and what kind of stuck out to you as you were reading these books. It's a lot easier than having to go through it then a second time and have to reread the book and find the quotes that you're after. Secondly, I would just like to say buy second-hand. It's better for the environment, it's better for your money, better for your wallet, and you will be buying a lot of books. As you might be able to tell behind me, these are all books that I've had to study on my course programme. So you will be buying a lot of books, so honestly buy second-hand. It's pretty much a lifesaver, and sometimes they actually come with cheeky annotations so you can steal them as well. I would just like to reinforce the message that I've kind of been putting across throughout that blog series, that you can study everything from children's literature to great works of American literature. Honestly, when you study English literature, the range of things that you'll be studying from the Middle Ages right up until the contemporary moment is so vast, and you're going to find something that you genuinely enjoy. I really like doing children's literature, not just because they're very short, but because you get these amazing annotations, and it's quite interesting to see how adult authors write for a child audience and seeing what they think children would be interested in. So that's one of the reasons I loved this book as well. So, of course, you'll have to study things like Moby Dick and big works of great classic literature. So I've got a collection here. But Moby Dick, I know it seems a bit daunting and it is a massive book, but you won't have to be reading this every week. You'll probably have one like this throughout the whole module. The rest of the time you'll have something that's a bit more average sized. But it's a great work of art. I mean, that's one of the best things about studying literature, is that you can study these books that are honestly incredible, and to be able to study them and get a kind of a deeper understanding is always going to be really interesting, especially if you're passionate about reading. So yeah, Great Expectations. Some of you might have already read this one, some of you might absolutely despise it, and that is completely fine. If you say in seminars, sorry, but I really hated this, that is absolutely fine. You just have to have justification for why you hate it. You can be as ruthless as you like, and you can be as honest as you like. The seminar leaders don't care as long as you have a complete opinion about something. Of course, you won't just be reading things that maybe don't interest you, you'll be reading things that are quite popular. So this is one of the books that I absolutely adored. Obviously, the trilogy is amazing, the films are amazing, and it's something that I was genuinely passionate about before I had to study it. And just studying it helped kind of develop that passion a little bit more and gain a deeper understanding as to how he created these secondary worlds and how he kind of deviated from the iconic quest and hero kind of format. So looking at books that you actually are interested in is something that will happen when you do English Lit. Of course, you will not just be looking at books, you'll be looking at plays and poetry and things. So, of course, this is really interesting and is one of the books that you might study in your first year. I meant plays then, not book. This is not a book, this is a play. But obviously, Taming of the Shrew, it's a comedy. It's going to be something slightly more light-hearted than maybe some of the other things that you study on the modules. So, yeah, plays again. You're not just going to be restricted to novels and really long works of fiction. Again, something slightly different again. So this is very contemporary. I'm not sure when this was written, but it's quite recent, and it deals with feminism from a very informal and kind of colloquial tone. It's quite interesting to look at feminism from that way and helps develop your understanding as a feminist critic. So I would seriously recommend this to anyone, even if they're not doing English Lit. I've said it to my dad. It's a great book. It really helps you find your feet within a feminist era and within a #MeToo era. It's a really exciting book. And lastly, I just wanted to show you guys this one. So this is a book that actually, as a class, we helped publish. We didn't help publish, we actually published it. We proofread, we edited it, we designed it, and we did it all ourselves with the help of our seminar leader. So I will just quickly show you my chapter, which is entitled Celebrity Endorsement, Your Access to the Media. So that is my chapter published in an actual book, which is very exciting. My name's on the back, there's an about the author section, and we actually picked this picture as a group, we picked the title as a group, and it's just something you can whip out in an interview and show, look, this is what I've done and it's actually been published. I know that the creative arts do an anthology every year, so maybe when you finish your degree programme you'll have something like this to show at the end of it. So I'm hoping that that just kind of does a quick overview about the span of the books that you'll be able to study whilst you do English Lit. It's really been the most incredible 3 years, and if you have any questions about how to approach texts or anything like that, feel free to drop me a message. I'll be more than happy to help, and I can only rave about the degree course. I've honestly loved every second. Of course you're going to get books that you don't like, but you're also going to get books that honestly change your view of everything. So I hope that helps. I hope you guys are keeping safe, and I hope to hear from you soon. Good luck with everything in the future. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you soon.